Sorry about the background noise, the fan. Well, what I would say to you is, you weren't truly addicted to the meth to get to that point where you can relate to the true addiction. Plus, being myself on opiates, I have been on the same opiates you are. What's worked for me as far as the opiates go, and it's gonna be for a while, is methadone. Enough of this shit with the good old needles. Of course, I never used them that big before. Yes, I have actually, when I didn't have the small diabetic needles. But just imagine this daily, sticking this in your arm for the people watching this. Anyhow, I've done, speed, and of course, not crystal meth as you know it. That's made in barns and all that other crap. And just so you know, that's the stuff from the 60s. And the stuff that's made out there is the same shit. The only difference is the shit that's in it. The ether, the byproducts, all that crap. It is the same chemical composition, but to get really close to what was in the 60s, remember, it was kind of legal back then. You can actually get a prescription called amphetamine, and also D-amphetamine, or amphetamine D, and so on and so forth. Right now, and it's under names of Adderall and stuff of that nature, so you can still get the shit. Alright? Well, I guess it's hard for us to relate because I don't like speed. I don't like the feeling of it. I do like ecstasy. I've done meth as far as in the form of pills, probably like the 60s, and other stimulants like cocaine, and it really didn't agree with me. And no, I cannot for the life of me understand why people would fucking do that. I really can't. I've sat there and complained to people before I was in opiates, and I can't fucking stand it, man. Fucking people, are saying this or doing that, and the cops following me. I love it. I love that. Some people just love that. I don't. You don't. I can't relate. You can't relate. But yeah, there is nothing in this world. I honestly wouldn't go as far as to say, though, is that opiates are nearly as evil, or any word close to that, as meth is. But anyways, let's get back onto the topic here. Yeah, I was just thinking when I was watching your video or listening to you at the same time. I was a shooter, as you know. It was 10 times, 8 times, 7 times. It was many times easier doing it non-intravenously. Once I got to intravenous through a woman, of course. I wouldn't lead myself to bad habits. Come on, man. It took a woman to do it. I was at a concert. Long story short, I hadn't stopped shooting ever since. Until the last 2 years or something, whatever it's been. 18 months. I'm not counting it right at the moment. Alright, 16 months I'm counting. I remember saying when I was, go home after God knows how many days, weeks, months. Said, I'm done. I fucking had it with this shit. And that night, that I would choose not to use, the night would seem so long. I would wake up many, many times in the night, and it felt like 3 days would go by. I'd wake up, like, wow, I'm gonna be out of this addiction or whatever. The withdrawals are gone. I'm not gonna have a problem. Then morning comes. First asshole starts up their lawnmower, or school bus screeches their brakes. I'm wide awake. My skin is hypersensitive. I can feel every hair move because your neurons in your brain start firing really fast, and your sensitivity to everything is increased at that point. And your heart rate starts racing, and you really, try to beat it hundreds, if not thousands of times. And you start sneezing, stretching, like, well, I'll sleep good. And no, every time I try to sleep, I will feel a hair move, or I'll start coughing because I can feel the sensitivity of my throat closing up, or the saliva moving down. It's fucking hideous. And each time you try to fight it, like scratch, your heart starts racing, and you can't relax in this shit. And then eventually it just gets to the point, well, god damn it. So you go out and use, and you're fine, you know, a day or two, same shit. But yeah, I'm not going to get into extensive withdrawals. Yeah, dope withdrawals and a habit is nothing. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Everything else is nothing compared to what opiates are like. I mean, I could sit here and get into a lot of details about it or think about it, and I'll actually get upset about it. It's hell. It is fucking hell. But hey, I was stronger than everybody else. I was. As a bodybuilder, I was the biggest kid in high school. In college, I was bigger than anybody else. I was 250. I think I was like 8% body fat. Big motherfucker. Painkillers came on, and I came around and I realized, well, what's the source of it? I realized it was opiates from the poppy plant. So I must just get that. So much easier. That was the worst fucking mistake I made. Always. Sniffing leads to shooting. Shooting leads to everything else that you don't want. Ever admit to being as a person. Well, I kind of blabble on here for almost 7 minutes, but I hope I gave you the idea. It's two different worlds to us. We're not going to relate. And if we did, then that means we'd have to experience what they went through, and you don't want to have to do that, so it's better not to understand. Just like they don't understand what we're going through, or have gone through. And they look at us like, why would you do that? So sometimes, I don't know what I know what I'm trying to say, I just don't know ways of saying it, but sometimes it's just best not to know certain things, and I say because, you have to experience them to know. And meth and dope or heroin are two things that people should not have to experience to know what I know or what the addicts know. Meth and coke and PCP and all that shit. Alright, that's the end of that. It's it's about almost going on 7.5 minutes. Well, that's my response to your video, or your response to your response. Talk to you later. Bye.